Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're back with some more Dragon Ball Fusion World gameplay. We're going back to yellow, and this time we're playing Cooler, right? And this Cooler deck is really just meant to just trash green. Like if you're struggling against Broly or against Gohan, I would tell you just play Cooler and you can just eat up green decks alive. Because if you don't know what Cooler does, when Cooler is awakened, you can discard a card from your hand, and once per turn you can restand one of your Frieza's clan cards. And the most important one of these is this big 40,000 power Frieza. You're able to play it, attack with it into a Broly, eat up a super combo, restand it, attack into again, and then when the opponent attacks on their turn, the Cooler ability, you can actually activate it on their turn as well. So you're able to restand the Frieza on their turn, letting you kind of go around the downside of this Frieza where it doesn't restand itself at the start of your restand phase, right? So then next turn you then once again are able to attack twice for 40k and potentially even play another one to attack for a third time for 40k, and that pressure is just too much for a lot of the screen decks to kind of get around it, because in combination to that, you're getting them low in life really quickly by playing the Ginyu package. So the Recoome, which lets you summon the Ginyu, which lets you get 2 energy back, which then lets you go ahead and play like a Frieza or a Butler, or even a Reese, right? Or a Zarbon as well, right? Lets you play another 2-drop, which means that then you all of a sudden have 3 attacks into the opponent, and all of a sudden the green player is gonna find themselves being down to like 5 or 4 life by the time they only have like 4 or 5 energy. And then after that, again, you switch to your Frieza to kind of take the rest of their life off, and you just put so much pressure that they never get to their big Broly and turn. So this deck and today's showcase really just meant as a way to counter green if you're so annoyed with that. This is my deck list here. At the end of the video, we'll kind of go for a more in-depth breakdown as well as some mulligan tips on how to play this deck. So hope you enjoy the games coming up soon. We have 2 games against Broly and then 1 game against a starter red Goku. So enjoy the games. If you like our content, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post card game videos every single day. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you all later. In this matchup, we're going against, let's see, Broly. All right, so we're going against a green player. Obviously, the Broly, once the Broly awakens, the 25 power is going to be annoying for us to deal with. That's where this Frieza comes into play. Honestly, I like this whole hand, right? We have a lot of searchers. I'm probably going to send back, I'm going to charge this Frieza here. This Frieza here is so good against the opponent. Ah, they got their token. They got their attack, the turn 2 token. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I guess let's go here first. Let's look at the one that searches first. We lose 2 raccoons, but we can get this Frieza here, which allows me to kind of self-awaken myself, which is good. The critical is hard for the opponent to deal with, and we can again put a lot of pressure into them early on, right? Like we can rest anything that the opponent throws at us here. Yeah, we can rest anything that the opponent throws at us here and just attack it with this Zarbon. That's why I'm not going to counter with it. Yeah, I'm not going to counter with the Zarbon because I want to actually attack the opponent's 1-drop here. There you go. So the opponent gets, ooh, the 0 mana event. Okay, so they get the 0 mana event here. Let's throw away this Zarbon for now. And I say for now, like I'm gonna get it back. I'm not gonna get it back, right? So we'll go here. We'll add the card, and then we'll go like this. So we'll put the, again, we're just gonna put pressure, pressure, pressure. Now we lost the raccoon. So we'll go here. Have the opponent save this if they want to. There's no way you save that, right? Yeah, there's no way you save that. But then we go here and just push the critical damage. Opponent's gonna either give me a 10k or lose the card. They lost the card, which was a Gohan. That's pretty good. Next thing we can play here, I guess. We don't have enough to go for a 4-drop. This Cooler and this Frieza are both really good in this matchup. Yeah, they're gonna just attack my Zarbon. That's cool. He stops us from awakening, right? Which is what the opponent doesn't want. I'm gonna start with the Zarbon first, because if we get another Cooler, we can actually awaken. Opponent gets a Paragus blocker. Oh, well, no, they can get the... No, they don't have it. I was gonna say they can get the thing. They can get the blocker thing, right? We get another one anyways. Okay, so... Now this is interesting. I'm definitely gonna rest this, right? Do I wanna give up any, like, do I prefer the Zarbon or the Sorbet? I guess I probably prefer the Zarbon, right? So we'll go like this. Go here. A car. We're gonna rest this. And you wanna self-awaken quickly. Here's the problem though. Now the opponent's gonna go to 25, right? So the opponent's gonna go to 25 here. Which means that I'm not gonna be able to actually hit them. Unless I go like this, right? It's another one. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna self-awaken after. I'm gonna self-awaken after it's all said and done. So just go for 25. And we can just attack into their Paragus here. Yeah, so the opponent's gonna awaken, get the ramp, goes to 25. They go down to 3 life. They should definitely counter this, right? They should definitely give me a 5k here. There's no way you take this. Next time they go to 5, so they can go Son Goku. Yeah, you counter it. Cool. We can go Neiz or we can go Frieza. I'm gonna go Frieza. Question is, do I actually self-awaken here? Probably not yet, right? We can do it. We can do it and just have our value. I can kick the second Cooler. Let's just flip now and get the cards. That's not a bad one, right? This can help us deal with the Broly later on. My concern is that these Coolers are not doing anything, but again, this is where this Frieza comes in. Because the Frieza is going to force super combos out of their hand every single time. It does mean we won't be able to attack with our Cooler, but so that's why I didn't mind flipping him, because now I just need the draw, right? Now I just need the draw from Cooler and nothing else. And we can start ramping up to have this guy get power. Oh, it's not a Goku. Honestly, that's huge, right? The fact that this is not a Son Goku is huge for us. There's no way you're discarding a card here, right? Like, that would be crazy. They actually will. These guys are not doing anything against you anymore. You have 25. So they discard it. I guess the Destructive Strength is an extra card in your hand anyways. Yeah, okay, so you're gonna attack into it. Cool. We can go Frieza. I guess I can just attack into that next turn then, right? I'm just trying to debate if I actually want to take this damage. I think we do. Ooh, Raccoon. Okay, so if... Let's put one of these Coolers here first. We'll attack here to begin with. See if the opponent gives us the counter. They don't. And now this is where this Frieza comes into play, because opponent feels safe because they have 25 life. But look at this bad boy here. Just straight up a 40k into a 25. Yep, so that's the first super combo, right? And hey, guess what happens here? We use my skill with my Cooler. We'll send away... Honestly, we'll send away this Cooler because I don't think I'm going to need it anymore. Restand this 40k bad boy and attack again into them. You going to give me another super combo? Okay, they go down to 2. They go down to 2. Now, this double attack is not going to be active just yet. Like, I don't want to play this until I can play the Supernova, right? So this might be our 6th energy turn. If opponent doesn't ramp here again, then they won't have Broly on the next turn. The only downside with my Cooler ability is that I do have to like be trashing cards every time I do this. Okay, so they did ramp. They ramped, so this is telling us they're probably going to go for a Broly on the next turn, right? So they're going for a Broly next turn. So we should actually counter out of this 25 hit from the opponent. The bad thing for them is that because they didn't find the Son Goku, they actually cannot draw. Because when you attack with Broly, you're not drawing. You only draw if you place an energy. Oh, but they're gonna place an energy anyways. So that means that you don't have the 8-cost Broly next turn. So are you just setting up for like an Android's play? If that's the case, I'm just gonna keep the Supernova open, right? We can play a second Frieza and have the Supernova available. Yeah, so this is telling me potentially an Android's play then, right? You are not able to ramp up to Broly anymore. So the opponent cannot ramp up to Broly anymore. We could also just, like, I think it's better for me to play a second Frieza. Okay, we can charge one of these Coolers now. One of these Golden Friezas. I think it's better for me to just play a second Frieza, attack for 40 twice, than it is for me to obviously try to restand this guy, right? So we'll attack for 20 here, just get a card draw. We got another super combo, plus we have the Supernova, so I don't think I'm dying next turn. Yeah, I don't think I'm dying next turn. The opponent, again, has to give me a lot of value here. This Frieza is so good at eating up these Brolys. If they go to 1, I probably don't even need this Golden Frieza, to be honest, if they go to 1, obviously, so... They gave me 1 super combo so far. They charged 1 Broly. Yeah, they only gave me 1 super combo. We know they have the 0 mana event that they drew from the Moa earlier. So they have the 0 mana event that they drew from the Moa earlier, but that's still forcing 2 cards out of their hand. Might honestly be better, like... The good thing is that this guy's still on the field, so even if I don't play another one next turn, we'll still have another 40k. Yeah, so they actually went ahead and went for Gigantic Meteor, which does let them protect this attack. Actually, that's not true. It forces them to have 1 more, right? Wait a second. All right. Why didn't you give them the full value? They have 6 energy, right? Shouldn't it have gone to... Oh no, it was 40. It did give them the full. It gave them the 4. Yeah, it gave them the full. Sorry. It's just that we ate up 2 cards, right? So again, we just do the same thing here. Use the skill. I actually do want to keep this Golden Frieza. Let's send this guy. We'll restand this Frieza. And that's going to be another 40k to the face that the opponent has to deal with. And they go to 1. Okay. So because they go to 1, it means that we actually don't need this Golden Frieza anymore. We can just charge Golden Frieza and just go all in, right? Just go all in with another Frieza over here. Yeah, we don't need the Golden Frieza because we are going to have this Supernova as well. When it's at 7, I guess they could still have Gigantic Meteors. We know that they have the 0 mana event. That's going to give them, I believe it's 15, right? Is it 15 or 20? I can't remember. We can restand one of these to attack for 40, forcing the opponent to give me 2 cards before we go all in with the Supernova and this Frieza here. Again, because they are 1 life, we don't need the Golden Frieza. We're just going to go for the 40k one, which is bigger. I guess let's see how much counter the opponent forces me to have to use here, because I am at 2 life. And I do have to be worried about the opponent having like this big gigantic meteors and stuff. So that's why it was nice that I kept 1 energy. Because it does... Okay, well, I mean, if the opponent's going to go like this... Alright. So let's say they have the androids. The androids are going to be 6. The opponent could have another gigantic meteor. So the androids are 40. So the gigantic meteor takes them to 65. Then they go for the 0 mana event. And let's say that's going to be 80. Then you have 90, 100. Let's say another 0 mana event, 115. We can go to 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110. We're not beating the androids, huh? We're not beating the androids, so I think we just take this. What happens now is that, yeah, what's gonna happen now is that if the opponent has a big enough, like, I was assuming that the opponent has the androids. I'm assuming that the opponent has a second android, so that's why I just took it. Just instead of giving them a 10k here, I can just take it and get another card to potentially protect against the androids. Because if the opponent has the androids and has enough to go to 115, I think it is, right? Because we can go 40, 60, we can go 80, 90. Oh wait, we had another super combo. We can go 110. I only counted 2 super combos, so we have 3, right? Okay, so we can go 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120, 125, right? So we can go 125 here, even if the opponent tries to go all in right now. And if they go all in, then the opponent only has 1 life. We should be able to finish it up because we can just restand this Frieza. I guess we'll have to trash a card, right, to do that. Yep. What did I say? They had the androids, right? They had the androids. So here we go. They're gonna draw an extra card here because of their leader ability. So they're gonna have 7 cards in their hand. If I can save this, obviously this will be better. They have to go first. So 50, 55, 65. Doesn't look good for them. Gigantic Meteor, maybe, or just a Zero Mana one. It was Gigantic Meteor. So Gigantic Meteor. So 75, 80, 90, right? Instant Kamehameha, that's 15. If they have another Instant Kamehameha, that's when it gets a little bit dicey on the math. So just 95. Wait, that's just 95, right? 70 plus 20 is 90 plus 5 is 95. So 95. So we can go 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, right? Cool. When it has 2 cards left, we still have access to the Supernova. Yeah, so the 2 cards that they have left are probably like the Brolys and stuff that they couldn't play. Has 0 counters, right? We still had an extra 20k, an extra 25k to defend. So if the opponent had another instant Kamehameha, that would have been 15. So the only way that the opponent would have beat us is if they had another instant Kamehameha and another 10k. Then they would have gotten another 25, which would have been enough for us to defend here. But yeah, we again, when the opponent attacks like this, not committing anything, and you have 2 life, you gotta think about, do you have the double attacker? And do that math. And that's kind of what we ended up doing there. So GG's. Let's actually go ahead and see the victory screen, and there we go. In this match, we're going against Broly. All right. So we should be able to eat up this matchup alive, because these Friezas completely carry this matchup, by the way. Because we can restand the Friezas once we get self-awakened. Yeah, and because this has a 40k power unit, the opponent has a really hard time doing anything. I think I'm gonna give up. Kind of want to give it the Zarbon, but maybe we actually give it the Frieza here. Yeah, maybe we give it the Frieza here. The opponent found. You can always check the action lock, right? So you can always check the action lock right here to see what the opponent drew there. So they got a Gigantic Meteor. So let's keep that in mind. Do I want to give up the Zarbon or do I want to give up this Frieza? We'll go like this for now. We'll go for the critical, which means that the opponent doesn't get a card. But like this Cooler is meant to beat up green. So this critical, the opponent can counter out if they want to. Otherwise, they're just losing cards, right? So the first card they lose is going to be a Paragus. Then we'll go here, play the Zarbon. We have the Recoome. We lose a super combo, unfortunately. We lose a super combo. So we lose a super combo to the bottom of our deck. We have the Golden Frieza now, which can actually be pretty good against their Broly. And because we don't have a turn 2 play, we're probably just going to play this Zarbon and again just put pressure into the opponent. Did they not draw anything with that one? They didn't draw anything with that one. They missed it. Okay, so they missed the... They whiffed with the second Moa, unfortunately for them, right? Oh, we got the Ginyu and Recoome. Okay, okay. We have the Ginyu and the Recoome. We could do it this turn if we wanted to. But probably not correct for us to do that, to be honest. It's probably not correct for us to do it because I do want to make sure that I get to this Frieza sooner rather than later. So I guess we'll... Because we can go here, here, here on the next turn. And just put a lot of pressure. But the opponent might be able to flip before we actually get that. Let's charge this Golden Frieza for now. I'm gonna say that I don't need it. The opponent does also have a lot of 5Ks here because we haven't been able to draw our stuff. They gave me a 10 here. I'm gonna keep this Zarbon in my hand because I don't wanna give the opponent something else to attack into, right? This Frieza ends up being really good as well because he can attack into the Broly even after the opponent's Broly flips. They do have a lot of 5K counters, right, on the field, which means that they'll be able to do their thing. They probably need to ramp here, right? They need to ramp here. This will let me self-awaken a little bit. We have another Ginyu. We can't use both anyway, so it's fine. We'll just go Recoome into Ginyu into Zarbon and get value this way. Just attack 3 times. This Cooler should be good for later as well. Meh, we don't need Cooler. Let's go here. Let's go here first. See if the opponent just takes it. They kept 3. Okay, so they're gonna counter out with their stuff here, which makes my 20Ks be better then. Yeah, so we'll go here. Play Recoome. The Recoome, we're gonna add a card, and we're gonna play Ginyu. Right? We're gonna reset this too. We're gonna attack for 20, attack for 20, and then play this Zarbon. This is gonna take the opponent down to 4. Oh, sorry, 2. Yeah, this is gonna take the opponent down to 4. Right? So we can play Zarbon here. Do I want to... Yeah, let's just add it now. Let's just add it now. Let's just make sure that we get value. So I want to make it so that the opponent actually gives me 2 cards here or gives me the Gigantic Meteor. Yeah, so if they want to give me 2 cards here or the Gigantic Meteor, I'm okay with that. Right, so they actually ended up just flipping it, right? We're going to go ahead and just flip this now. Because we can use Cooler ability on the opponent's turn, by the way, right? When they attack. So it's not only on your turn, but you can also use it on their turn. Which is a nice way to restand these Friezas later on. But like, look at this. We're like eating them alive, right? They can go ahead and flip here. But when they flip, they're going to go down to 3 life. And they're not even getting value from their stuff here. And yeah, they'll be able to kill my units, and that's fine. But they're gonna have to discard a card to use the Vegeta ability. So they can go ahead and discard for the Vegeta ability. I don't think we use the Cooler ability this turn anyways, by the way, just because I don't want to trash a card from my hand. Like, opponent just did that, right? They just went -1. They gave me an instant Kamehameha there. Then they awaken here. The Broly goes to their life, but they go down to 3 life, right? And 3 life is so dangerous for them. They can KO folks here. Like at this point, again, the reason why this deck is so good is this card right here. Or so good against green. They can't deal with the pressure that these Friezas are gonna put into them. Like over and over again. So, like every time we attack with Frieza, it's gonna force a super combo. The opponent just attacks my life. Next turn, they'll have enough to go for the androids. But I don't think I'm dying to the androids next turn, right? Am I missing something? I don't think I'm dying to the androids. I guess the opponent can KO both these units with the androids, right? They can KO my little unit, so maybe we actually give them the Zarbon. Yeah, they can go for the android, yeah. I'll give you the Zarbon here just because that unit can actually die to the opponent's... can actually die to the opponent's androids, right? And we get another super combo, so yeah, we're definitely chilling, right? So then we'll attack here, just get our draw first. So let's just get our draw first. Alright, cool. And then we'll go here, and again, the opponent starts being in a lot of pressure. Because there's a 40k that just slaps into the opponent. And when the opponent attacks into me next turn, I can restand it. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's just go here. We'll trash... I guess we'll trash this, right? We'll trash this. We'll restand it. Let's force the opponent to go down to 1 by giving this a 5k. So 45 means that the opponent has to give me a super combo plus another card. So this is a super combo plus another card. So if I take two cards out of them, it's better than just taking the super combo. And they just go to 1. Okay. So they go to 1. I'm pretty sure that means they just lose next turn. Right? We don't even have to charge anything. The only hope is that they can go for leader attack and go for androids and go all in. And I still don't think that's going to be enough. Because we have 2 super combos, right? Yeah, so that's the androids. That's why I ended up using my 2 cost units. Oh wait, I forgot this also KOs 3. Why did I think this was only 2 costs or less? For some reason I thought that was only 2 costs or less. So that's why I kept the Recoome there, but yeah, I guess I could have just put the Recoome. It didn't matter because opponent took it, but opponent doesn't have anything, right? So they don't have any events. I guess they could have the Kamehameha, right? So they could have the Kamehameha, and that's not really gonna do anything. So I think we just go for 10 here. Yeah, we just go for 10. And we'll use my skill here. And we'll trash... I guess we'll trash this Zarbon. I kind of want to keep this. Or... we can trash this Ginyu. And just restand this. Wait, did I... Oh, I misclicked it. I unselected it by mistake. I was like, what just happened there? Why is this still rested? Oh, no, it is. It is active. Okay, no, it is active. It's just that it happens after the turn. Okay. I was like, what the heck? Did I unselect it? But yeah, so the power of this Cooler is the fact that you can restand this Frieza on the opponent's turn. So then you can attack with it again next turn and then restand it one more time on your turn. So like, opponent literally has nothing they can do here. I'll just take this double attack, go down to 1 life, get a bunch of cards. And you see what we have here? We have another Frieza. We even get the draw. We can go ahead and charge this golden Frieza. We can start with... I guess we can start with a 20k. So we're going to go here and here, right? I guess we can play all of this out, right? We can go here first. Get the draw. We can attack. Boost it up to 25. Force the opponent to give me a card here. Right? So we force the opponent to give me a card. They give me a 10k. Cool, right? So that's the first card out of the way. Then we go for a 40. Opponent's gonna give me a super combo. So there's gonna be a super combo here, or just 2 10Ks. And yeah, we'll go Frieza one more time. Back for 40 again. And we're gonna have another 40K when this is all said and done. So I don't need to rush in right now. I can just play it slow. So that's the super combo. And yeah, now we go all in, right? So now we play Zarbon. Yeah, we'll play the Zarbon. Get a good card here that we can counter. Yeah, there we go. Then we go skill. We'll trash this Cooler. The reason I play the Zarbon, by the way, is because he ends up giving me another 5K, and then we'll go here, and we'll go all in. We'll go all in for 100, right? And opponent shouldn't be able to block this 100 anymore. With 3 cards, they could go. Let's say they have triple super combo. That's gonna be 60, so they can go to 85, right? They don't have any energy active, so they don't have gigantic meteor available to them. And that's how you beat this Broly. Like, this 40K Friezas are just ridiculous against green, and why Cooler has such a good matchup against green in general. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Goku. Alright, so Cooler versus Goku. I'm gonna keep this. I like that we have the Recoome, plus a Burter, so we can always play it even if we don't get the Ginyu. But if we do get the Ginyu, we can play Recoome into Ginyu into then having the Burter, right? So that ends up being pretty nice. Here we can play for the Zarbon. And I guess we'll charge the Frieza. The only downside in this matchup is that the opponent is playing a red leader. So the red leaders will be able to kind of just slowly get rid of my units. Like, they can just get rid of my units by doing the minuses every single time, which is really annoying for us to deal with. Yeah, they do like a minus 5K, whatever, you know. Yeah, we'll charge this one here. We'll attack. This is a critical, so the opponent's gonna lose that life forever. Maybe they decide to counter out here? No, okay. I was gonna say, you probably want to awaken, right? You probably want to awaken because you want to get your awaken ability. What did we trash? We trash Vegeta? That's not bad. Let's go Zarbon first. There's the Frieza. We lose a Supernova, a Ginyu, huh? And a Recoome. Yeah, so seeing the Ginyu go down is not great for us because we want the Ginyu, right, for the pressure. But having this Frieza is really good pressure for us for next turn. Might honestly just throw this Zarbon into my energy next turn. Play Frieza. Try start. Yeah, okay, wow, so the opponent gets the Android. I mean, at least this guy's Actually, honestly, let's go here. It's weird. I probably shouldn't have blocked that, to be honest. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. I wanna. Yeah, no, that was a dumb mistake. I do want to awaken. I do want to awaken soon, right? But I guess to be fair, even though I do want to awaken soon, I also don't want to be in a situation where I'm like taking unnecessary damage, right? Yeah, like I don't think we want to take unnecessary damage either, right? We'll go here first. We'll attack into the Android. And we got another Frieza. If the opponent counters this, we'll attack into it again. Just take 2 cards out of the hand. If they don't do that, then we can go ahead and attack with our leader into their stuff, and we should be okay. This being at 20k kind of puts the opponent in a tough situation. Imagine if we had Ginyu here, man. It would be so good. We could go Recoome into Ginyu next turn, and then be able to play like a Burter. Plus, like you know, like we could be putting so much pressure into them. So they decide to counter out of this one and not get hit by the critical. I will continue passing for now. No reason to use my energy marker just yet. So they give me a Whist here. They charge. They could have their 3-cost Goku. Oh, it wasn't a 3-cost Goku. It was a Gohan, which I guess still annoying. Still very annoying. Alright, we'll take that. We can self-awaken next turn, right? Do we want to self-awaken? Do we want to self-awaken? I might honestly, I will probably value this draw, huh? What if we send Cooler back for now? Yeah, what if we send this Cooler back for now? We can draw, go here. So we'll go like this for now. We'll take it. Yeah, we got another Cooler. That's why I didn't mind showing the other one, because this Frieza ends up being much better value anyways. I kind of want to get one more critical hit into the opponent before I actually oh, opponent actually gave it to me. Opponent actually counter, sorry. Is it worth it to try to attack into this again? I guess if I'm not gonna hit their life, honestly, let's just flip it. Let's just flip it here and we'll just attack into their character. I don't need to awaken them anytime soon, right? So we'll just attack and get the extra cards here. If the opponent wants to go down in card size, that's cool with me. They don't, so we'll go ahead and play this this Sorbet here, get the draw. We got a third Cooler all in one turn. We got 3 Coolers on one turn. This Frieza is gonna be really good at kind of finishing up the game. Opponent does have a lot of life right now. Opponent has a lot of life. But we're kind of like, we gotta put pressure. It's kind of, again, I'm kind of getting greedy because I wanted to find my Ginyu before we play the Recoome. But I guess now that we have 2 Recoomes, we can go ahead and play one first. Yeah, okay, opponent gets the Gohan here. Can go -10 to this Frieza. Let's give them the 10k here. Oh, they actually just... Okay, so you're gonna leave this alive then. Alright, so we'll go here. We have 2 options, right? We can go ahead and just attack here with the Frieza. Or we can do it with the Cooler as well. But the Cooler is gonna be less value. So I think honestly, I think I'm just gonna drop this big Frieza on them. The benefit of Cooler is that it still stays on the, like, I can still play. I really want to kill this. I really want to kill this though. I really want to kill this. So we're gonna go ahead and just attack into it. At any point I can restand this Frieza. I don't think we do that just yet, by the way. We're not gonna add anymore. We're just gonna attack. Yeah, at this point, now we can just slowly try to whittle down their life, right? Oh, we have the golden Frieza too. That's really good. No reason for me to attack into them. I don't want them to awaken next time, so I'm not gonna use my leader ability. When it charges, this is gonna be their Gokus, so they're gonna start playing all these Gokus, right? So that is one thing I need to watch out for, but we still have 9 cards in our hand. Ooh, Whis. Okay, I guess they're just gonna choose to kill this, right? Okay, so that's gonna be another 10k I probably want to give them here. We can just play Golden Frieza. Yeah, we can just play Golden Frieza and just have this stuck forever. Well, not forever, but I guess playing Golden Frieza does mean I have to use my... Well, I could use my energy marker, or I could just have another card, right? I could also just kill this, right? I could just kill this and just go for the Raccoon into the Burter. If I only had a Ginyu. If I only had a Ginyu, I would feel so much better here. Because I could just restand this. So let's think about this. We can go 3-2. Or we can just go Golden Frieza here. And just chill. I guess let's draw first, see what we get. So the opponent's about to awaken. Opponent's about to awaken. I guess I'll just keep these cards as counters, right? I just keep these cards as counters, and I'll just go Golden Frieza. I probably should have just gone Golden Frieza first, by the way. Because now the opponent got a super combo. I guess let's force him to have the super combo plus something else. So let's go ahead and throw out this. If I throw this Golden Frieza, I'm not going to be resting. Let's throw out one Recoome here. Let's make it so that even if the opponent awakens here, they're going to have to give me a super combo plus something else, right? Force them to give me 2 cards. They just took it. Wait, they just took it. Wow. Wow. I guess I'm just gonna use this then. Honestly, you wanna play with fire? Let's play with fire. We're gonna restand this guy here, and we're gonna attack for 40. There's no way they can go to 1. Okay, right. So I guess the opponent's looking to just kill me next turn. But even if you have the double attacker, you're not killing us next turn because your Gohan cannot attack. So your Gohan cannot attack. You can attack me with your leader and attack me with a double attack, and I would just go down to 1. Next turn, we can go for the Recoome. Play this for free, Burter, and just start eating up a lot of cards. We have this super combo that could allow me... We can also always restand this Frieza, right? To push this last damage. Am I missing something? Is there actually a way for the opponent to kill me here, right? Even with a double attack, I should be okay. I guess the opponent could go wide enough, but that means that you're not playing the double attack, right? So it's either you double attack or you have 2 units, and I still go down to 1. Yeah, there you go. So you go for your double attack, but your double attack, I guess they can go all in on this Whist, but that's a lot. That's a lot, right? Yeah, I guess that is possible, right? If they go all in on the Whist. Alright, let me think about this. Opponent also has 1 energy left, right? So this is a 5. Let's say they have the 1 event that gives them 15. So they go to 20, and then they can go 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We can go 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. So I guess if the opponent has exactly the 1 event and has exactly all 10Ks, and we don't get anything here, that they could actually be okay. I could also just restand right now when it's all said and done. I guess we'll take it. Okay, well, we actually only can go up to 90. So we can only get up to 90 here. So yeah, so if the opponent has it. Okay, well, they don't have the Dawn. They don't have the energy anymore for the event. And they didn't attack, right? So we can play a second Golden Frieza. That's going to be at 35. And it's going to force the opponent to have a lot of answers. We could go Frieza here and rest their units instead. That's gonna get rid of a 5 and a 10. So if we go here, we can get rid of a 5. We can get rid of the 10. If we go Golden Frieza, opponent could still quote-unquote kill us. This is actually hard. I would have preferred the opponent went all in last time. If we had our event, maybe. Because the opponent could have these super combos to kind of go back. I guess we go Frieza and just... But again, this kind of gets rid of a card, right? But then we don't have a big 35 attacker. We just have a bunch of like little 20 attackers. Let's not charge, right? I think no matter what, we're not charging. If I could get another one of these Friezas, I'll be solid. So I guess let's go here first. Let's draw. We got a super combo. The opponent can go for the Roshi here. Alright, so because the opponent went like this... I think it is correct for me to go Frieza here. And rest their unit. Right? We can go Frieza, rest their unit, and just get a bunch of draw with these Sorbets. So then we go here. We'll rest this. That gets rid of the 10k. We can draw. Oh, we could have also gone here to do that, right? But we can draw. Yeah, so we can draw here. And attack them for 40. Eat up a super combo. Yeah, we'll go here. And we'll go here. So this is going to eat up 2 cards, right? And again, our plan is going to be to restand this guy this whole turn, right? And then go all in. So they give me a 10, another 10, and another 5, okay? Alright, so I guess we'll go here. Right, we'll go here, take the draw. A little bit too late there. We'll go here, take the draw. And a useless card here, unfortunately. And we'll go for it. Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll restand this guy. And now we attack all in, right? I'm not even going to do the math, because if they have it, they have it. So this is 105? No, sorry, 115. And they don't have it, yeah. So that's 115. Even if they had all super combos, they can go to 110, right? So I could have probably done better there, but hey, that's what this deck can do. So GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games of Cooler. I think in both Broly matchups, you kind of see the advantage of this 40k unit, right? Like, it's just so big. It's so big that it just forces him to waste so many cards, and you can attack with it twice, slowly eating away at their life, right? To the point that they really only had time to like play like androids. They couldn't really get to their Broly turns, and that's kind of what you want to do. Make it so that you can kill them before they can get to the Broly turn. We have a lot of ways to self-awaken with this deck, right? Between the Zarbon here, between the other blocker here, we have the Frieza, right? We have the Recoome. Like, all of these ways to self-awaken ourselves allow us to get to that position where we can go ahead and use our restand ability to get the value from this 4-cost Frieza and just push damage into the opponent. And again, that's the whole strategy with this deck. But we even have these double attackers as well, in case that you're looking for a way to kind of push that double attack to finish the opponent. So let's talk about the mulligan, right? You're a leader that doesn't draw. You're a critical leader, right? So similar to Beerus that we saw 3 days ago, you don't get to draw until after you awaken. So you have to be very careful again with your mulligan. I like the Zarbon and the Sorbet, but I also like this 2-cost Frieza, right? So I'm looking for Zarbon, Sorbet, or the 2-cost Frieza so that I can awaken quickly if necessary, right? So this lets me awaken quickly because every time I attack, I can take a life. So I'm looking for these 3 units specifically so I can actually get value back in my hand and be able to play this. Of course, as the game goes on, then you can start deciding like which cards I'm going to play. Am I going to play Cooler, or I'm going to play this Golden Frieza, etc., and go from there. But in the mulligan, just look for these 3 cards, and if you have at least 2 of them, keep your hand, right? That will kind of keep you in a better position. Because remember, you are kind of like an aggro deck, so you want to just continue putting pressure into the opponent. So by having these early units to kind of get you cards into your hand, you're more likely to draw into your 20k power units to follow up on turn 2, and then eventually on turn 3 with Recoome, and then on turn 4 with your Frieza here. That again just puts so much pressure into the opponent. So that's in terms of mulligan. Let's talk about the actual strategy of the deck and kind of how to play this, and I guess in general like a deck breakdown. So again, we have a 1-dose that is just there for draw. We do play this 1 Frieza to rest the opponent's units if necessary. Doesn't really come up often against green. but it is going to be useful against other matches where you might need to rest something that the opponent has to allow you to kind of put pressure, right? Then we have the Ginyu package. So the Ginyu, the Recoome, and even the Burter. The whole idea here is that you can play Recoome, summon the Ginyu for free, as soon as you have a third unit on the field, right? Get the 2 energy back and then be able to play any subsequent 2-drop. Even if you don't get the Ginyu, you can always still play this Burter with this Recoome and at least still get value where you're able to summon 2 units right away on turn 3. And again, just push pressure into the opponent and force him to take a lot of life early. So that's the reason that we play this Ginyu package. We play this 2 cost here. It's a blocker and also lets us self-awaken. So it could be useful in such situations. The Zarbon, again, similar thing. I prefer the Zarbon over this guy, even though this guy's a 10k. The life from this one is mandatory, while with Zarbon is optional, right? So that kind of lets me be able to choose whether I should take a life or not, depending how low I am on life. This Frieza is your MVP of your deck, allowing you to self-awaken and resting the opponent's little units away as well, which ends up being really useful there. We play this other Frieza here just as a 25k attacker because we can always restand it with Cooler as well, since it's Frieza's clan. You gotta be careful, right? You can only restand Frieza's clan with Cooler, not the Frieza's army, right? So you cannot restand your Ginyu 4 package because they're just Frieza's army, but you will be able to restand every one of these Friezas and obviously the Cooler as well. You cannot restand the Golden Frieza because unfortunately you can only restand 4 costs or less, right? So you're just gonna keep that in mind there. The Cooler there is a nice 4-drop that again lets us rest the opponent's units and just have a really nice blocker that can also attack into the opponent for 30k. We talked about how important this 4-drop is. It's the card that you want to restand the most with your Cooler. And the Golden Frieza is here just mostly to finish up games, but it can also lock down one of your opponent's key units if you need to buy yourself a little bit of time. Then we have the super combos, and we have a couple of events here that can give us 20k power to allow us to push the last bit of damage that we need to just finish up the game against the opponent. Again, your strategy with this deck should be to try to self-awaken as soon as possible, because once you self-awaken, that's when you get the value from this combo of Frieza and Cooler, or the Cooler and Cooler combo, being able to restand your blocker and having value from him every single time, or being able to attack him twice, resting the opponent's units, right? So make sure that you self-awaken if you can, or take as much damage as possible. The critical is not as important, but of course, if you get a couple of critical hits in against your opponent, then that's better than nothing, right? But yeah, but that's really the main strategy. You're super aggressive, just play units on curve, get value from being able to cheat out units earlier, and be able to restand it with your Cooler, and kind of go from there. Really cool deck to play here, right? Kind of similar to the Frieza. I guess it's a little bit weaker because you're only able to restand 1 unit at a time, and you have to discard a card from your hand. But it kind of lets you put a lot more pressure into green decks compared to Frieza, to the starter deck Frieza, right? So yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it for us for today. Hope you enjoyed today's games and deck breakdown. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post card game videos every single day. You can also join our channel and become a member. We have 2 tiers, Gladiators and Champions, each one with different perks. Check that out in the description below, on the join button and the subscription button. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.